Hey folks, welcome back to Portable Gaming. Welcome back to ETS2. And wow, if you're watching these in order, yesterday that ending was exciting, man. I could feel the game starting to crash as I was loading those trailers to take a look at them. I was pretty sure that it would, and then when it did, I didn't know that it still caught the microphone, it still caught the vocals, it still caught me saying goodbye and wrapping up, and everything saved just fine. I believe it saved when I dropped the load off. So we are still in Akureyri. Yep. And when we go to the freight market, we're still in Iceland, by the way. We're still in Akureyri. And when we go to the freight market, these lift trucks that we want to take to Bergen are still available as a job. So we're going to take these. Now, I think we might need some sleep. Yeah, we're going to need to sleep at some point. And depending how long it takes we'll need to sleep before we get down to the port. Almost positive of that. And when it's going on 5 p.m. Yeah. So we'll go pick up our job, and I guess that's the second time it's happened. Yep. We'll be taking that right from here, so we don't need to drive far to get it. Just need to drive over to the entrance here. So it's been a day. Woke up at 5 a.m. again, did a farm video this morning, and it took me, and I'm not complaining when I say this by any means. I have a fantastically charmed life, an extremely pleasant life. So when I say something like this, I'm saying it, I'm laughing about it as I'm saying it. I'm not really upset or complaining. You know what, we'll do this all in cab, just to see if we can. I'm not complaining, I'm not upset or anything. I think it's funny when things are, kind of ticky-tack problems that just wear you down. So this morning was that kind of a day. Starting at 5 a.m., it took me 7 hours to get an hour of video done, and I ended up recording it 3 times. So it was a scene, man. Always a scene. So we'll spin this around, and then like always, I don't know why YouTubers do this, but I do it, so I guess I don't need to wonder why they do it. Gotta take a look at our trailer. See how it looks before we take off. Right on. So we've got 1,700 kilometers to go. Most of that is going to be on the boat, but I know it's quite a ways to get to the port, and I'll even say the name of it. Let's try to be legit. The port is, I'm going with Seyðisfjörður. If there are any Icelanders watching, please do comment. Seyðisfjörður. That's my entry. Final answer, Bob. So we're going to drive to Seyðisfjörður. It's going to take us quite a while to get there. We do have some mountains to pass on the way, some mountains to cross over. And once again, when I say that, I understand we don't cross over the summit. I know we're going over a mountain range, not a mountain proper. So it's a bit of geography, a little semantics there. Now, we've also got a great big long trailer, and this pickup and delivery location is my nemesis. I snag a trailer on this gateway here, this archway, with terrifying consistency. It's like I was born to snag a trailer on this. And I'm going to try to do this in cab, because that's what people want. That's what the audience wants, is they want to see the YouTuber suffer. They want to see him suffer. and just you. Right. Now this curb is probably, now this guy, he's not helping things. And I don't know if there was another way I could have left the depot there, if I could have gone to the, right instead of to the left. This is just tight in here. Tight, well, like a tiger. Thank you, sir and or ma'am, for being so courteous. Now, I'm going to take a look. It doesn't matter, we're committed, but let me see if I got any trailer damage. No trailer damage. So, if I can keep my wits about me, maybe I can get through this and have no trailer damage. So, yes, this morning, interesting, fascinating. Making these videos is just, it's different than I ever thought it would be. I didn't really have a lot of expectation as far as what I thought it would be or what I knew it would be. I sort of knew, I mean, I guess I know just as a regular adult human being person that there are a lot of things in this world that aren't as easy as they look. And I sort of knew that this was not going to be as easy as it looked. That is the thing that everybody's going for, not just on YouTube, but everywhere in life, really. You want to make it look easy. That is, I don't know what it is about that, but that's the sort of the whatever of the whatever. Yes, well said, sir. You want to make it look easy. You want to make it look like you're not really trying. And that's why I went back and made those other 2 videos, re-recorded that section from this morning twice. And if you want to watch, it's going to be Upton Farm episode 4. And I explain in there what went wrong. And I won't explain it again here because if you're on my channel, hopefully you're watching my videos. And I wouldn't want you to have to sit through my explanation twice. But bottom line, 2 times I ended up with a product, a work product, as they say in the industry, that was unusable. And both times, for just a split second, I thought, you know what, I'm just starting out. I don't, concentrating. Yeah, I don't need to be, any great shakes. I can just go ahead and, put this up there. Nobody's even watching. But something about it just didn't feel right to post that content when it had that quality. So deleted it both times, posted it, I didn't post it, recorded it. It took me another 2 tries before I got it right. And I was pleased with what came out, and the reason I'm doing that is I know the videos that I like. I want my videos to be as good as them. And that's not going to happen if I'm using phrases like, good enough, whatever. That's not going to get you there. So that's how my day started, and now it is just about 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a gorgeous day where I am, but it's really cold, a lot colder than it has been. So I got the heat turned up. I got these big windows in my place face the sunset, and as it's only 1:30, it's not close to the sunset, but as it gets close to afternoon and sunset, my place just lights up. The sun just comes through these, it's a glass wall basically, it's an 18-foot ceiling glass wall, and the sun just pours through. So I've got the blinds drawn so I can have a little darkness for streaming. I say streaming, I've been saying streaming a lot, and I mean recording, but I guess something that I would think about long term would be streaming. So when I say that, obviously I know I'm not streaming, but just to sort of use the term interchangeably, you know, like you do when you use the wrong word and then try to justify it later, like I just did. So that's what's going on. We're going to be leaving. Looks like we're going to be leaving Iceland. Hopefully another 40 minutes, maybe a little bit less. We're going to be leaving Iceland, and I love it. I think ProMods did a fantastic job with it. I think we've been here long enough. We've been here for several episodes. It's time to go. But I really love it. And I did say last episode, and I meant it, that I will throw on Grimes' Frosty Mod, and we will, since it's still February, and I'm confident, I'm 100% confident that it's still pretty wintry in Scandinavia. We're going to throw the Frosty Mod on, and we're going to, as we make our way across Scandinavia toward Russia, we're going to enjoy the Frosty Mod, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, it's nice, and there are some upgrades to it now. There is a physics upgrade that makes it apparently pretty slippy. I'm going to test that off camera. Oh dear, here we go. I'm going to test that off camera and see just how slippy it makes it, and whether it is kind of a challenging, slippery, you know, give you a good trucking, working hard experience, or whether it's just torture and you know, sliding into guardrails slippy, 15 kilometers an hour slippy. And, well, you can let me know in the comments, because we're going to get to Bergen today. I don't think we're going any further than Bergen today. That's how they do it in Iceland. I ride my motorbike on ice at very alarming speeds. So the physics mod for Frosty, if it's, I'll evaluate. I ain't scared, and I like the idea of you liking the idea of me really struggling and being challenged to drive the truck. I'm happy to do that for you. And personally, I like to challenge myself. So I don't have any problem with that. Oh, somebody just sent me an email. I don't have any problem with that at all. The downside would be if it's not going to make for a good video. If it's not going to make for good content, then I won't do it. So I will evaluate. There's the Frosty mod itself. There is the physics mod, and there's also, I believe, a snowy and slushy roads mod it's a mod for the mod. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a mod for the mod, and the base mod has snow sort of on the ground and on the trees, and the trees are bare, and it's very wintry. But there's not a lot of snow and slush on the roads proper, so there's a kind of an add-on, a mod to the mod that makes the roads snowy and slushy. I imagine like this that we're on right now. So I will evaluate all those off camera, and we're definitely using the Frosty mod when we go across Scandinavia, and we're definitely going across Scandinavia. We're going to be in Norway momentarily. So, well, now I'm just embarrassed. That's not very nice. So we're definitely going to Scandinavia because we're definitely going to Norway, and I am definitely going to use the Frosty mod. So that's what's in the works. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We've still got a ways to go here. Now, again, most of this will be on the ferry, and what I would like to do, I don't want to fire up Frosty mod now because I don't know what it would do to Iceland, and I worry that it would make Iceland look silly. I mean, it's icy enough here, it's snowy enough here, I don't think it needs any enhancement. So I wouldn't want to layer a mod on top of a mod and have it just be ridiculous. So I wanted to wait till we got to Scandinavia. Unfortunately, I can't, once you get on the ferry, you can't, there's no way you can pause the game while you're on the ferry. Now what I can do is I can pause the game, end the video as we get on the ferry to go to Bergen. Then you wouldn't see anything else. I would pause it right there. I would get off the ferry in Bergen and then pause the game, quit the game, drop in the Frosty mod, reload the game. We'd still be in Bergen. I'd start another video and you would basically see me get on the boat, and when I got off in Scandinavia, it would be Frosty. But the thing about that is our delivery goes to Bergen. Our delivery goes to Bergen, so if I did that, then the beginning of the next video would be me just essentially getting off the ferry and making the delivery right there. So that is, I really should have slept in Akureyri, but I was, me, I'm always pushing my luck, and I was so hot to get that truck full of forklifts that we have right now. I was so hot to get a trip directly to Scandinavia that I didn't wait. I didn't sleep. And there were so many things that I could have done. I could have slept and then taken a look, and surely there would be other cargoes to Scandinavia, or I could have just taken one further down Iceland and worked our way toward the coast. Kids, let this be a lesson to you. This is what happens when you don't plan ahead, when you get all goofy pants. You get ahead of yourself. I think we'll be okay though. Worst comes to worst, I can always just go into options and turn off the fatigue. But I've sort of made a promise to you and to myself that there's not going to be any cheats in this. There's not going to be any jump cuts or edits or time lapses. You get to see everything. So if I screwed up, you will get to see me fall asleep driving the truck. I don't know if you've ever seen that. If you play ETS2, it gives you a bunch of warnings, then it starts dinging you for fun. Well, I didn't need to slow it down quite that much. Come on, there it is. One more, there it is. Oh yeah. So it gives you a couple warnings, and then it starts to ding you for money, and then you literally like doze off. Now that says parking, but you can't park there. It's just trickery. It dings you for money, and then you actually fall asleep. The controls stop responding, and the screen goes black. And when you wake up, you can be, off the road driving into a cornfield. Like any number of bad things can be happening. You fall asleep driving. It's just like if you fell asleep driving a real car, or truck, or whatever moving vessel. Conveyance is what I'm getting at. Looks good at night. I'd say I'm not running any graphics enhancements right now. I've tried a couple. I tried the better graphics mod and a couple others. I didn't like what it did with the flares. I thought it made them too... I just didn't like... Yes, I know. I know, sweetie. We'll get you some sleep. I didn't like what it did with the flares, so I uninstalled it. So I don't have any graphics mods, but I think that looks pretty good. Lighting effects, I think just the native game and the system that I'm lucky enough to be using and the settings that I landed on, everything is just, it's all coming up roses. Oh, look at that. There's a place to go to sleep right there, a little gas station. So we're going to pull right in here and we'll go to sleep. And trips like this, 1,700 kilometers I think was the initial estimate or length ETA calculation. Booty trap, you know what I'm saying. The distance was 1,700 kilometers, and typically the game gives you a lot of extra time for anything that long. So I'm not terribly worried about sleeping, even though we're going to sleep again as soon as we get to the boat. And then when we get off the boat in Bergen, we're essentially there. Bergen's not that big. And there are some, now Bergen has been redesigned. We're in ProMods 2.26, and Bergen has been redesigned, particularly North Bergen. but it's still a relatively compact area. And let's see, don't go in there. Okay. I'm going to loop it around. I'm going to button hook. Bergen's relatively small. Even if you have to drive up onto the hill, it is the port and the places where you deliver are really kind of one and the same. I don't need fuel. I'm not even going to waste my time getting fuel. All right. Okay. Let's get some sleep. I was just testing right there. I was just making sure my accelerator pedal wasn't like stuck, sticky or anything. I'll go ahead and put it in gear now. Right. Come from behind. Plenty of sleep, plenty of fuel. We just need to get down the road to the port, and then we'll go to those islands. I believe those are the Faroe Islands, out in the middle of the, ocean. I guess all islands are in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, it's a booty trap. So we got to go there, and that's another one of those deals where we just drive from one side of the island to the other. It takes a few minutes, and then we get on another ferry, and then that one will take us into Bergen, and wherever we are delivering in Bergen will only take a minute or two to get there from the port. So I guess what I'm saying is I'll get there, I'll drop the load, and then I will, really. Just trying to be inclusive, bring y'all into my little circle of gaming here. I will load up Frosty mod, and we'll have that rolling next time we meet here. Yeah, Iceland has been exciting. It's been fun. I've loved it, but it's time to go. I'm a little sick of it, I have to say. And you know what's funny is we're going to get to Iceland. I'm going to install Frosty mod, and it's all going to look exactly the same. It'll make you think we're still in Iceland. You'll be homesick for a place that's not even home. So I think we just crossed one mountain. I think we've got one more to cross. And then along the coast a little bit, and then we'll be at the port. This feels a little bit slippy, not too bad, not terrible, but I can feel that we're not gripping like we do on fully dry pavement. That's good though, I like that. I know I've seen a lot of complaints and comments that the physics in this game are really not very accurate at all. I've got a physics mod, I run a physics mod, and I also run the drivetrain revisions for all the brands, and I think that helps a little bit. I have to admit that I've never felt a truck slide. I don't think trucks have enough weight on them. I don't think trucks have enough weight on the back to really oversteer. I mean, deadheading, no trailer, just the frame of the truck. I feel like there's not enough mass on the back of the truck to really oversteer. I've never felt that. I have felt I guess, what could be described as the consequences of understeer, but even as it was happening, I didn't feel like the truck was understeering in the same way that if you're in a driving sim, a proper driving sim, like Forza or Assetto Corsa or something, you know what understeer feels like. And this didn't feel like that, but I guess it was the game trying to say, oh, hey, by the way, you're understeering even if it really doesn't feel like you're understeering. So that was something. But it's still, that's, Google it, you'll see. People are really down on the physics in this game, to the point of I've read some comments where people say, the game really doesn't even have any physics. It's non-existent compared to what's out there. So what's out there as far as driving simulators, not necessarily truck driving simulators, that's two different things. So where was I going with that? I don't even know. I love this game, I guess is what I'm saying. I love this game. Come here, game. Give me some sugar. I love you. But even as I love you, I recognize that you don't have great physics. Which is, I believe that's why Neil deGrasse Tyson's wife left him, because he didn't have good physics. I don't even know why I would say that. I need a way that I can delete the last 30 seconds of what just happened. That was just so uncalled for. I don't even know if Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't know if he was married, I don't know if he was ever divorced. Now, I guess the funny thing would be if he had been married before, and then now now it's like Nelson Mandela is dead. It's a thing that you get it on the internet, and then people think they saw it somewhere, and where they saw it was on the internet. But then they tell other people, and other people are like, oh yeah, I think I saw that on the internet. And it's a cascade, and next thing you know, I got Neil deGrasse Tyson calling me, saying, fool, I'm going to kick your ass for saying my wife left me because I had bad physics. I don't have bad physics. I have unbelievable physics. I am a physicist. I didn't sleep a lot last night. I'm just going to try to get this load of forklifts delivered with no damage, and I think if I can pull that off, I might just call it a day. I might just pour myself a glass of wine and not even try to focusing. Yeah, I won't even, I'll just stop right there. Like, if I can pull this off, then I just stop, and I don't try to do anything else today, because I'm pushing my luck to even get this done. Right, okay, back on dry pavement. Well, it's dry, wet pavement. You know what I mean. Let me think what else is new. These files come out of OBS between 16 and 25 gig. I am recording in 1080, and my output is jacked, and I'm really just, yeah. So the files are massive, and I have Google Fiber. I've got 100 meg down and 100 meg up. So should be no problem to get it up there. But I've been having the 95% error where the video uploads, and then it says processing, yeah, 3 syllables, processing. It says it's processing, and then it stops at 95%, and then nothing happens, and then when you look later, it says the video was deleted. So I don't know if that's something that, they saw something in there and that caused the video to be deleted. I would think if that happened, I would get a notification of some kind, like, hey, you can't put that kind of video up on YouTube. What are you, some kind of a nut? and whatever, but there's nothing in there like that. It's a video of me running around a fake farm trying not to cuss because I'm trying to keep the family friendly aspect going on. So I can't imagine, I mean, there's no music, there's no swearing. I think I may have talked at one point about a big bag of weed, but I talked about it in the abstract. It's not like I said I have a big bag of weed or I want to smoke a big bag of weed. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't talk about it. Let's not talk about it. So what I'm saying is, I can't think of anything, any possible thing that could be in that content that would get it banned or demonetized or whatever they call it. It can't be demonetized because I haven't even been monetized. I'm unmonetized. So I don't know if something in the algorithm tripped and it deleted it for a reason, or if it just got screwed up in there. I looked online for the 95% error, and I guess this goes back to like 2009. They've been working on this for, what is that, 9 years they've been working on it. Any day now. Any day now. You know what I bet they would sort out instantly? If the people that own like 500,000 shares of Google stock and they're worth a couple $2 billion as a result, if they weren't getting updates on what the share price was, I bet they would fix that within half an hour. That would be sorted out. It wouldn't take 9 years for somebody that owns some Google stock to find out what their Google stock is worth. But me and you and, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson, we're uploading videos down here. They don't care. Man. Now I'm mad. All right. This is a long trailer. I don't think it's a steering trailer, though. I hope it's not. Right. Pretty pleased with the way that worked out. There's no replay in this game. Well, I guess this video I'm making is a replay. I mean, if you want to be technical. But there's no, you know, it's not like Madden or something where you can just replay it over and over and over in your friend's face till they don't want to talk to you anymore. Not that I've ever done that. Hey, sorry, John. I didn't know. I thought you were just teasing when you said you were becoming furiously upset. What just happened? Oh, we made a loan payment. We've got enough now. I'm not going to do it right this second, but we've got enough now. I think our loan is about $200,000. So we can do a couple things, because we are going to drive all the way across Scandinavia, and it's going to take some days, some missions. So we're going to make money, and our drivers are going to be making money all the way across Scandinavia. So I don't think we need to worry about having enough money to buy our 8x4 MAN when we get back to Reims. I think we're going to have plenty of money. So I could pay off the loan right now and save the interest, because we don't have anything to spend money on. We're not buying garages, we're not buying trucks. So there's really, you see what I mean? There's no reason to pay that interest, because the money that we have in the bank right now is not working for us, not doing anything. So, concentrating. So I think I might do that. I think I might pay off that loan and just be done with it. But again, not right this second. I am so deadly serious about being a good internet truck driver, a good YouTube truck driver. And there is a guy that drives sim trucks. You know who he is. You know exactly who he is. And that cat is a Zen master. I'm not trying to make my channel like his. I don't want to be like him. But I know it's not hard to find YouTube videos of a guy driving in Euro Truck Simulator, and he drives, like I said, he is an absolute Jedi. That is kind of my benchmark, so it's really important to me to not hit things and not, I mean, I always want to get in with 0 damage. Now, I know, like, at the end of the last episode, pulling through that stone archway at Eddie Stobart, I hooked the trailer. And then pulling out again today, I hooked the trailer again. And I don't like doing that. Oh, all right, we're here already. For some reason, I thought it was a lot further to get to the port. So I'll tell you what, we haven't been driving for very long. Oh, now I got problems because I wanted to do that thing with Frosty. Well, I've got a bit of a dilemma. And when I say a bit, I mean a lot. I don't want to start in Scandinavia without... Okay, I'll do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. I'm going to concentrating. Oh, golly, scenery loading. That's better. Okay, I'm going to do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. I am going to pull into this ferry right here. Oh, you know what? We got to go to the Faroe Islands first. Glad I didn't do it here. We've got to go to the Faroe Islands and then get on another ferry. So, but I will do what I said I wasn't going to do. I will do a little trickery, a little video magic editing. Right. Torshavn. Where Charles is. It's all the way down there, and then we'd have to drive back up the coast. No, we'll go to Torshavn and switch over. Have a sip of tea. And I was just looking at YouTube there while I was waiting for that to load, and my video did not clear after 95%, like some people say it will. Just log out of the browser window or do this or do that or whatever, and everything will resolve itself. I did that, and it did not resolve itself. I'm not complaining or feeling put upon or anything. Now, oh dear, now I've done it. No, it's okay. I think, well, and if we're looking for immersion and accuracy, I think it makes sense for us to leave the ferry and then sort of pretend to drive around the block here. And then we'll drive back in. Wait a minute. You can't fool me. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Unless is there another ferry? Let's go to the map. So there's not. We're not going over here. It's got to be right in here somewhere. So I think it's where we are. Okay. So I guess we'll go around the bend here and see. I mean, did we just drive back onto the same boat? Is it going? And I realize I know it's not a real boat. I know I'm asking if the trigger box, if the hit box is, yeah, it looks like it's the same. Okay, not a big deal. All right, turn my wipers off because I don't like getting to the new port. And the wipers are going, yeah, it's the same one. Okay, and we go to Bergen. And here we are in snowy Norway, where we've just arrived on the boat and didn't do any kind of anything. So we got, I see you. So we got 60K to go. Looks like we're heading up to North Bergen, which is that area that they did just work on. So I've delivered to Bergen before off the ferry, and it's literally the length of the truck from when you literally the length of the truck from when you get off the ferry to where you hit your delivery spot. This is not that. This is, looks like we're going up the hill a little ways. It's different. I can feel a little slip, but nothing terrible yet. And there's 4 parts to it. There is the Frosty mod, and then on top of that there's the Frosty mod fix. And then on top of that, oh yeah, feeling it right there. And then on top of that, there is the heavy frosty, heavy winter. That's what adds all this stuff to the roads. And then on top of that, there is the physics mod. And it's not terrible, but I'm only going 18 miles an hour, so I would hope it wouldn't be terrible yet. But so far so good. I like it. And if it's not miserable, if it's not just straight up torture, I will keep this going all the way across Scandinavia, all the way to the North Cape. I've been up on the North Cape once when I first downloaded ProMods 2.25. I've been up there, but I haven't been up there for a while, and as I recall, it's got kind of almost like an Arctic tundra look. It's a different look, so I think we're getting, it's doing the thing that it does right before it crashes. Don't crash on me. Don't you crash on me. All right. So it's got kind of an Arctic tundra feel to it, and I may keep that going, or I may keep Frosty going all the way up, or I may turn it off just as we get to the North Cape, because that terrain has kind of a unique look to it. This, like what we're seeing now, this will be the same look all the way across Europe, just kind of frosty and snowy, but the North Cape terrain is unique, and I would want to see it and not have it covered by snow. So we'll see when we get there. It's just a game, nobody cares. And we need to go this way. Yeah, this is new. This did not used to be here. This is in ProMods 2.25 as well. And I say 2.25. 2.25 was the upgrade for the 1.30 game patch, but then 2.26 is what we're on right now. 2.26, ProMods 2.26 is the one that now includes 4 of the special transport packs with the pilot cars and the various other things. Special transport, I have to say, initially ProMods 2.25 was not compatible with special transport, so you could run 1.30, patch 1.30, and ProMods 2.25, you just wouldn't have special transport even if you had the DLC. None of the jobs would ever show up. And it's because of the way that ProMods changes the game. None of the cargo were compatible, I guess, with things like bridges and toll booths and various other things. So it took some effort for them to bring those over. They brought 4 routes in, but I ran ETS2 without ProMods just to have access to the special transport. I ran basically in vanilla mod, or vanilla mode, base game. You know what I'm saying? Booty trap. And I did some of the special transport, and it was all right, but it was just all right. It didn't really do it for me. They're relatively short trips, and again, I think that it's whether you're running ProMods or not. I think the game itself, there are certain exit ramps that you just can't take the special transport cargoes up. It just physically will not fit no matter how careful you are. And there's some bridges and some tunnels and various other things. So I think it's fun, and I'll do one every now and then, but it's not. If I had a choice between special transport and ProMods, it's ProMods all day. ProMods is amazing. So that would be my, if I could only pick one, that would be my choice. And while we were away for a minute there, I did take another look, and that video that I posted this morning never did make it past the 95%, so I'm going to delete that and re-upload it. There are hundreds, probably thousands of threads that I'm finding as I'm looking at this, and everybody seems to have an answer as to why your video gets stuck at 95%. One of the persistent things is your video is corrupt, or there's something in there that the algorithm is flagging as prohibited content. And because it's saying my video is deleted, that's happened twice now. The video has seemed to delete itself. It's making me think that there is something in there. I don't think, and again, if you've got any feedback on this, throw it in the comments. I don't think I said anything that would get a video banned. And even if I did, does the software scan it that, can it scan, I believe it's an hour and 10 minutes. Can the software scan my voice for an hour and 10 minutes to see if I said anything dirty? I'm curious about that. But it continues to say that it's deleted. So I will try it again, and I'm going to, this is in 2 parts, right? I'm not keeping a secret from you, fooling you or anything. I paused it and I installed Frosty. So I'm going to weld these 2 together in my video editor and make this look like one seamless video. That's that same guy. Right. You want me to do it all in cab? You know you do. Where are we going? Oh, that's not bad. Nope. Right. Okay, coming up on another promotion. Now, I believe it saves the game right there. But I'm going to save it right here anyway. I believe the game saves when you drop off a cargo, but I'm going to save it right there as well because these trailers, I've got a hot mod. I've got a dodgy mod in my mod folder. I don't know specifically which one it is. I know it's a trailer pack, and the problem is that the trailer packs that I have, they're all so good. They're all off the SCS Soft forum. They're really good mods. They don't seem carelessly put together. They don't seem, virus.exe or anything. And yet one of them seems to be causing problems. One of them seems a little hot. So I have been super careful as I'm scrolling through these. I'm worried that it's going to crash right now. So we are looking for a job somewhere here. I would prefer to go up this way and not down this way. So we'll see what we've got available. No. Everything is going to the UK. Everything is going either to the UK or back to Iceland. That ain't cool. Well, if we have to, Faroe Islands, okay. If we have to, we will take this, where did it go? One more, this one. If we have to, we'll take this down the coast a ways, but our goal is to get back up this way. You see me massaging the map this way. I'm gonna get right there. So, folks, thank you so much for coming back to see The Portable Gamer. Thanks so much for joining me for a session of ETS2. We'll see you next time. Take care now.